Because tonight, a unique bond brings two states and two agencies together.
Two troopers in the metro are protecting the streets with their canine partners. As
KETV News Watch 7's Sarah Feely shows us, service runs deep in their family, along with their commitment to the community.
If there's one thing to know about brothers,
saying I'd cheat? Yeah, I would. There's no such thing as a fair fight.
There's always going to be a bit of sibling rivalry. But for the Reyes brothers, that takes a back seat to work.
I think as far as the agencies go, we have a good interpersonal relationship between the two state agencies. Now, there's always going to be some competitiveness between siblings. That's just natural, right?
The two are both state troopers. Justin Reyes with the Nebraska State Patrol, Matt Reyes with the Iowa State Patrol. And they're both canine handlers.
I wanted to do work that I believed in. I want to utilize the tool to best serve the citizens, and I felt like the canine unit was the best unit for that.
Justin Reyes got on NSP in 2016. In 2019, he got his canine Chase, the state's only female canine.
It's a group of really highly driven, highly skilled individuals that are self-motivated, that want to get out there and do good work.
Matt Reyes joined ISP in 2015 and got his canine PAPE in 2021. That training is with Nebraska in Grand Island.
My brother did come out to the training, so that was nice to have somebody to ask questions to and not feel stupid to ask the questions to.
For Matt, the decision to apply for a police service dog was a no-brainer. Justin says Matt's dreamed of being a canine handler since he was a child, but he told me that while Matt was working his dog. And a little bit of the drive did come from his older brother.
We grew up around dogs, and so I think I always wanted to do it. But when he joined, I was like, that's definitely what I want to do.
Justin and Chase have worked dozens of cases. He says there are times she's saved his life. Matt's dog Pape is younger, named after the first Iowa law enforcement officer killed in Iowa. And no, they won't break that brother bond over whose dog works harder.
Whose dog's better?
I can't tell you that. Yeah, they're both good dogs.
They both say the job is demanding but rewarding.
You're going to have good days and bad days, and that's the biggest thing about being a canine handler, is being flexible and adapting to the situation, because there's going to be no days that are the same as a handler.
The training is several weeks, covering narcotics, patrol, and other techniques, but the most important thing is the connection they share.
There's that learning curve of hey, you're two living creatures, and you need to become one, essentially, and know what each other are thinking. That was the part that I wasn't prepared for.
For Matt and Justin, too, it offers an understanding some don't often get in their line of work, and they say it makes them better troopers.
Pretty much every time there's a big incident, one of us will call each other and kind of debrief it, and the good thing is we can learn from each other's calls.
The Council Bluffs natives' love of service is long instilled in them. Justin served in the Marine Corps before joining NSP, and he's not the only one in the family.
Our father was in the Navy, and our grandfather, he was in the Air Force, and our youngest brother, Parker, he's currently in the Air Force.
Now continuing to serve the Metro and their hometown with their partners by their side.
We have the best job in the world, and we appreciate the support.
Sarah Feely, KETV, Newswatch 7.